Now, I need to explain acceptance for value because I'm not sure that you understand what acceptance is. Let me see here if I can get this. I'm going to give you a little bit of a prelude to what we're going to talk about in the morning. I think it's bouncing off that board somehow. All right. In the debt system that we work in, the most important thing you have is a blue ink pen. Because the blue ink pen, you can sign your name to anything. Now, when you sign your name to it, you just gave credibility to the document. Now, any document that does not have a wet signature on it has no credibility. All right. So, one of our favorite things to do with our blue ink pen is to do acceptances. Now, if you go back in the banking history and so forth, acceptance means it's a banker's acceptance. And because you're defined as a banker under Black's Law Dictionary, you can do banking business. And one kind of banking business you can do is acceptance. Acceptance means that you will pay the document. So you're accepting it for payment. So now if you pay the document, if you pay the negotiable instrument, to whom does that belong? It's yours. See? And so a blue ink pen is a very valuable tool in the world of commerce. So anybody who sends you a bill and does not send you the check to pay it with has created liability for which they did not provide the remedy. I know this sounds crazy, but it's not. Everything in commerce is in the mirror. So when somebody sends you a presentment which demonstrates, see, under Uniform Commercial Code doctrine, in order to create liability, you got to make presentment. You got to give it to them. And so somebody will take and give you a piece of paper and say, here. If any of y'all have been in traffic court and the judge says, have you got a copy of the indictment, have you got a copy of the information? You say, no. So, well, here you go. And if you take it, you just accepted it, now you're liable on the indictment. Best thing to do is say, no, I ain't got one. I ain't got it. They can do that. Well, I've kind of done that kind of thing too, so I'm not going to criticize anybody else. Here, service. But anyway, so when they make the presentment, then they have to provide the remedy for it because they just created a liability in the public. And so we used to get presentments from the IRS, and they wouldn't send the check. And so we used to write back to them and say, thank you very much for what you sent to me, but you didn't send me the check. Well, after a period of time, they started sending the check. They do. Yeah, it's on there. All right. Do you doubt my word? Who said that, huh? If you look on the last IRS thing you got, it probably has a little coupon down at the bottom. And it'll have routing codes on there and account numbers on it. That, folks, it's a check. Now, what can you do with that check? Let me suggest to you that the best thing to do with it is accept it and return it to them.
What do you write on this?
Yeah. Well, I'm kind of getting ahead of my story to tell you this, but I'm going to tell you this and I'll explain it as we go. The way I like to do acceptance now is accepted for value. Remember, you go write this on a diagonal because historically that's the way we did it, the way the bankers did it. Accepted for value. Blue, red, whatever you want, I don't care. Chartreuse. Exempt from levy, demonstrating I'm a priority stockholder and not a citizen. sign the thing, date it, you know, 11/4, whatever we are here. I like to put exemption ID number. The IRS knows what this is, by the way. And then, y'all got all that? Because I fixed, yeah, Social Security number. I'm fixing to give you the and then that you're really going to like. Because when you accept that, you're turning that document into currency. When somebody sends you a piece of paper, they got numbers on it, names and all that kind of stuff going on, and you accept it, it turns that piece of paper into currency in the same way that a Federal Reserve note's currency. If y'all can't see it, I'll read it to you. The first line says accepted for value. Second line says exempt from levy. Then we have a signature and a date. And then I write exemption ID number so they can identify the account. Yes. Because any piece of paper, if it's backed by the faith and confidence of a man, turns it into something that you can exchange energy with. That's the purpose of currency, is for the exchange of energy. Yes, ma'am.
Well, I guess you partially answered it, because you're doing the live person, John Smith, accepting for the corporation or the fiction.
Actually, I'm accepting it.
Yeah, but I mean, the presentment has come to the fiction. And I, the live person, am accepting that for the fiction.
Sure.
Okay, thank you.
Now, the next thing, oh, one more? Somebody else? All right.
See if I understand this. What you're
Yeah.
saying is the live person actually creates the endorsement similar to the signature on the promissory note.
Of course.
That creates the money.
Yeah.
For the benefit of everyone here.
Yeah. See, it's full faith and credit in the United States that gives the Federal Reserve notes any value whatsoever. If the people in the United States said we give no more faith and confidence into the Federal Reserve System, the currency is no good. Okay.
Winston, I don't want to jump ahead, but can you talk a little bit about accepting it for more if you give a little cash back?
No. It get everybody confused. I ain't gonna lie that.
It's been a slow month.
Well, if you have that kind of problem, just go make 4 or 5 copies of it and accept all them.
Yeah.
Same thing. All right, now that you have created currency, what would you like to do with it?
Deposit it in your account.
Yes, one of the things you want to do is you want to deposit it. Deposit to the U.S. Treasury. And charge the same to John Smith, 1, 2, 3, 4, 5, 6, 7, 8, 9.
That's the man?
No, that's the account. That's the account. Oh, another question. Look, if you can't keep up with this, we'll find somebody.